Last Sunday, I drew a line at 3965 and told you that's where gold would go. It tapped 3965 to the dollar and bounced exactly out of the zone I marked and closed the week at 4088. So now everyone's asking the same question. Is this the bullish reversal? Are we done going down, or is this just the bounce before the floor falls again? Because here's the trap. The bounce of 3965 looks bullish. It feels bullish, but the same setup looks like a reversal is the exact same setup that becomes a relief rally right before the next leg down. And there's one level which will confirm the bullish reversal. I've got that level, the trigger that confirms reversal, and the line that says get out, it's a trap. All mapped on the chart. But if I just throw the number at you, you'll read it wrong. You need to see why first. In today's episode, I will cover USD index, crude oil, silver, and gold. So let's get into the charts. So let's begin with USD index, and I'll be starting on the weekly frame, turning into a line chart, and it is really simple here. So I'm just gonna mark a parallel channel here at the bottom. So this is connecting the lows and this is the high here. So USD index has broken out. So it has broken the upper channel resistance and there is no dent. There is no bearish divergence here. So I'll be applying retracement on the previous leg down, connecting the candles here, and I'll be applying Fib extension on the last weekly breakout move here. So connecting the A, B, and C here. So based on the magnets derived from the retracement and extension, this is the first zone to look at. So it is 102.68 and the higher levels are 104.4 and next one is 105.76. So right now it is marching up comfortably. Moving down to the daily frame, and on the daily frame I need to apply next extension here, connecting the low. So again adding A, B, and C here. I'll use a different color. So this becomes our zone of support magnet. So this is the breakout move, and the next immediate level is at 102.01 and the magnet is at 102.58. Moving to the 4-hourly frame, similar story. So this is the breakout move. We got the retest into the zone, so it is not yet completed. So moving down to the lower time frame, so I'll be applying a bearish channel on the drop here. So I need to see a break above this level. So this will confirm the continuation. So I'm expecting one more dip here. So when the market reopens on Monday, so US dollar index is expected to go slightly deeper for completing the corrective drop and then continuation higher. So the expectation is short-term drop and then continuation higher. Now let's move to crude oil. Now similar pattern on the weekly chart here, but I'll be using a downward channel. So it's best to apply on daily. So let's connect a downward channel on the daily. So here the structure is right now bearish. So this is the top, this is the lower high, this is the first low, and then we see continuation of lower lows and lower highs here. So let's apply the bearish channel. So I'll start my channel from this high, connecting to the first lower high and moving downwards. So currently, crude oil is marching downwards in the falling channel. So I'll be applying extension here, connecting the first high, low, and lower high here. We can add our vertical line at this level, and we can move to the next lower time frame. So here on the next lower time frame, I'll be adding my next extension on the next ABC in the downward direction. So 2 extensions added in the downward direction, and we can shift the vertical line to point C here. And we can apply a new downward channel within the bigger channel here. So I'll be using parallel channel starting from this one, connecting to the next low here. So we have a smaller downward channel within the broader downward channel. And towards the end of this, now it is forming bullish divergence. It means the sellers are exhausted and it's double bullish divergence. If we see a break above this level, that is around 76. So 76 would be the first target, and it is bouncing off exactly from the Fib extension level. Then the next target inside would be 82. Now, 82 coincides with the top boundary of the smaller falling channel. So we will expect a drop from 82.46. This is probability number one. If we see a sharper bounce, then this smaller channel would be taken out, and we can expect continuation towards 87 to 91.2, best case scenario, and then continuation down. So we have two probabilities here. Either we will see the drop from 82.46, else it can extend towards 91.2 and then continuation lower. Now I'll move to silver here. Now I'll be moving to weekly and turning it into a line chart here. Now, on the basis of line chart, the weekly pattern is bearish at the moment. So this is high, high, low, lower low, lower high, and lower low. No reversal in sight on the weekly frame. Let's move to daily here. And on the daily frame, I'll be adding a parallel channel. So a falling channel would not be perfect here on the daily frame, since the high and the lower high, it's quite sharp, quite steep. So I'll be using a parallel channel in the sideways direction here. So when this drop happened, this is the base. So I'll be connecting channel from this low to this high. So let's apply the sideways channel here. So I'm connecting the low and the lower high here and change it back to candles. So in short, this was the first drop printed on the chart. Massive move down, we got the corrective bounce. Next move down, taps the same level and corrective bounce. And this corrective bounce printed a lower high. And now silver has broken the downward support. So basically the lower edge of the sideways channel. Now, in such scenarios, usually market duplicates the move. So I'm just adding one more downward channel here, and I'll be expecting silver to continue towards the lower end of this second channel. Now I'll be adding Fib extensions here. So first extension added in the downward direction. And now I'm going to apply second extension in the downward direction. So based on extension levels, now I can see a magnet resistance is formed around 67.48. And the next target, which is the lower edge of the second channel, is around 47. In case 47 is taken out, then it would be extended towards 38.99 or 39 on $40 mark. And it will also clean this area of support here. Now let's move down to 4-hourly frame. Now on the 4-hourly frame, it is perfectly moving in the downward channel here. So we can use another one. So now it bounced off precisely from the lower edge of the falling channel. So we need a break above 67.48 to confirm the bullish reversal here. And in case if we see a reversal, a break above the upper edge of the falling channel, that would be short-term invalidation of the bearish view. I'm not expecting it, and most likely it will bounce. It will keep range bound within the falling channel. So it will bounce towards this edge, move down, and best case scenario, I'm expecting it to bounce towards 67.48 and then continue lower. Now we can apply extensions within this downward channel on the lower time frame, that is 4H. So let's add our first bearish extension here. Let's use a different color. And now I'll be adding my extension on the next move within the downward channel here. Added. So this is the area of resistance, and we have the closest area of resistance, which is in between 61 to 62.52. And the next major support is around 53.54. If I zoom out, then the next lower one is around 46. And in the long run, I'm expecting silver to retest 43.46, reverse. If it fails to reverse around 43.46, then it will rush towards 39, and then we'll see the reversal coming up. Now, in case if we see a closure above this area, which is 70, then the bearish plan should be invalidated. Let's move to gold now. Now here I'll be changing to line chart. The weekly structure is still bearish. It is clearly printing the sequence of lower highs and lower lows. And I'll be applying a falling channel here on the weekly frame. Let's apply on the daily here. So on the daily frame, I will add a falling channel. I will start from the top here, connecting with the next lower high. So this is the first drop, bounce, printed lower high, next drop. Now this bounce failed to create a high here. Basically, it printed a lower high and then continuation lower. So right now we are in this leg. So how do we see a reversal here? So I need to apply reverse fib retracement on the last bounce. So I'm connecting on the candle basis, applying a reverse fib here. So in case if we see a daily candle closing above 42.14 to 42.68, so this will be the first soft confirmation of the weakness in sellers here. Now it has shown some signs of weakness, so it has printed lower lows. The divergence is not yet completed. In case if we see divergence being completed, then the breakout structure level would be around 43.80, the previous high, and else it will just bump into the zone between 42.14, 42.68, and then I'm expecting continuation lower here. Now I'll be quickly adding fib extensions on the last leg down here. So let's apply bearish extension. This is taken as the highest point of the last leg down. I'm connecting my first bearish extension, and then I'll be adding my next bearish extension here. So we have a very strong magnet resistance above 42.68, which is at 43.80 here, 43.80 and 43.85. And this is the local support at the moment, which is around 3965. So I'm expecting 42.14 to 42.68 to be retested, and then it will continue lower towards 37.95. But the major zone falls in between 36.24 to 36.24 to 35.74 here. Now, if it happens, it would be the exact level, which is around the lower channel boundary here. So basically, channel's lower boundary here. And it may also continue towards 3309 to 3153. Worst case scenario, and then we can expect a reversal here. Now let's move to the next lower time frame, that is 4H. Now on the 4-hourly frame, this is the zone which I've marked in my previous video, and it exactly reaches to the zone and bounces off very strongly. So I'm expecting buyers to complete the retest of this zone, grab the liquidity around this zone, and then continue lower. And we can also apply we can also apply fib retracement from the high to the current low of this leg. So the level above 42.68 is 42.93 to 43.22. That is the 78 and 85 of this current leg. This is the major level. Now let's move to 1 hourly frame. Now on the 1 hourly frame, we can apply fib extension in the bullish direction. So this is the extension in the bullish direction. So I'm expecting short-term bullish behavior here. So the first magnet in sight is 4120. Right now it has taken support at 4067. In case if it continues higher, then the next level in sight is 4204 to 4237. Now let's move to 15 minutes. And similar story, since dollar index is moving down for the corrective drop, so gold will be short-term bullisher. And keep in mind that in the next week we have NFP announcement, which is preponed because 4th of July is the US National Day. So we'll be getting the NFP numbers out on Thursday. So based on the NFP report, we may find a reversal here. So it all depends on the number of jobs US has created in the current month. So this is my plan for the current week, and I'll be back with my midweek analysis on Wednesday.